Welcome back to On the Beat. I'm your host, Rachel Hurt, and today we'll be talking about focus and concentration with Dr. Andy Barlow from Chiropractic-Physicians Center in Tupelo. Dr. Barlow is also the author of 2 best-selling books on Amazon, and he addresses these subjects in both of those books. Thank you so much for coming back to see us.
Rachel, thank you for having me.
Well, I think we're going to talk about a subject today that a lot of us probably struggle with, some more than others. I know that I do some days, but we're going to talk about focus and concentration.
Yep.
And in your books, you mentioned the word brain fog.
Yep.
Tell me exactly what that means.
Okay, so brain fog is kind of an umbrella term, and under that umbrella we have focus, attention, and concentration issues. And so most of the time when people have this, they kind of just slough it off and laugh about it. But if you actually look at the Alzheimer's Association, and they have 7 stages of Alzheimer's, that's actually stage number 2 when you lose focus, attention, and concentration. And see, if you're actually going to address this problem, that is the best time to do it is at the earliest stages, because see, we move from focus, attention, and concentration into I walk into a room and forget why I walked in there, or we're in conversation and I forget what we're talking about, or call somebody on the phone and I'm like,
can't remember why
I called you. So see, that moves into stage 3. And so, see, these problems with early onset dementia start with focus, attention, and concentration, and that's where we need to really head it off, is right there at the beginning.
Okay, so those together, coupled, can be signs of early onset dementia.
According to this, the Alzheimer's Association, yes, that's stage 2 Alzheimer's. So it's not Dr. Barlow saying that. I'm just the messenger telling you what the Alzheimer's Association says.
Well, is there any correlation between your gut health and dementia and lack of focus, concentration, and
Actually, it is, because see, here's what happens. In your brain, you have 86 billion with a B neurons.
That's a lot.
And in your gut, you have 400 million. So see, and your gut is actually called your second brain. So,
really?
Yeah.
Okay.
And so when you have gut damage, what can happen is, since you use the same neurotransmitters or cell communication, neuron communication, those neurons in your gut have the same type of neurotransmitters in your brain. So when you impact your gut negatively, it's going to impact your brain negatively as well. And between there, you have this highway that's called the vagus nerve, which I talk about in my second book.
Right, I read that.
And so when your brain decreases in its function, it sends a message down to the gut, and it can't communicate with the gut. And now we start to get gut motility. The gut slows down. You feel kind of like you have a brick in your gut after you eat, or people get gastric reflux, those types of things. So it's associated with brain and gut health.
So what do you recommend as the first step if someone is experiencing brain fog? What do we need to do?
Well, first of all, I want you to know, if you tell me that you have brain fog, I take that very, very seriously, because I'm not one of those that goes, well, you're getting older and just learn to deal with it, because that's a serious condition. And so what we would do in our clinic is we would do a neurological exam. We'd do a head-to-toe neurological exam, and we'd want to head this off in stage 2 or stage 3 before we actually get into a further damage with Alzheimer's. And we would do a neurological exam. We would want to take x-rays to see if there's any trauma in your spine, and then we would want to do blood work to actually rule out any inflammation, blood sugar dysregulation, leaky gut syndrome, or gluten sensitivity. That's what we would do.
Interesting. Great to know where to start. I
Yes,
appreciate
absolutely.
that information.
Thank you.
If you want to know more information, if you're feeling these symptoms and feel like you might need someone to talk to and help you address what's going on, reach out to Dr. Barlow and his team. They'd be happy to help you. All the information is there on the screen. We'll be back after this short break.